The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent. How you guys doing?
DropTop. Zaza.
Okay.
We gon' pull up in some Tahoes. Fill with my niggas and bitches. They don't get money, the motto. Shredding waves like I'm Otto.
What's up?
I say what's up?
Man, sit your ass down.
New episode of the new year of the StyleBeasting podcast, episode 107, not 187. Jesus, I'm joking. With your hosts, with the most, Delton Wall. And I'm basically going to cover like my Christmas and New Year's and a little afterwards. A lot of manga and anime took a break because of the whole Christmas and New Year festivities. So we really won't be getting anything new until January 1st. So, January the 4th. So this is all before January 4th. And a little afterwards, but I'm not going to really be covering any anime and manga until next episode. So this is basically going to be music, maybe that one anime episode I finished over the Christmas break, maybe a little bit of the crazy stuff that happened, like I am gonna go over the Cat Williams interview that happened, but let's go ahead and jump right into it.
And now, our feature presentation.
So, Christmas was a very, very good time to be had. And normally Christmas is a little scarce because I wasn't really working as much or didn't make a lot of money to do Christmas for a lot of people. But with this year, I was able to spread the Christmas out and give everybody their Christmas, everybody in my family and my nieces and nephews. But Christmas was really good. I spent it with my niece woke me up and we started opening presents. Well, she was already opening 2 gifts Christmas Eve prior, and she didn't want to go to bed that night before. She wanted to run around and wait for Santa. But she woke up, we opened all the gifts, and she was happy. Well, I tell you, I ain't never seen a kid that happy to open up gifts. It was ridiculous.
'Cause I can't breathe.
Like, I think, what gift was it that she was just like went crazy for? It was one of those baby doll gifts that she got, a crybaby baby doll that she got. Freaking, these toys need to come with instructions too, man, because it was me and my sister was going through hell getting these motherfucking toys together because the instruction manuals are trash. Like, I remember when I used to get toys, the instruction manuals at least looked somewhat decent that you could be like, okay, I could put 2 and 2 together and make 4. Man, these instruction manuals were so horrible. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Like, it was getting to a point where I was like, damn, like, you just showing us the picture. You really ain't telling us what does what or what goes to what.
Right hand on the Bible. God can strike me down if I'm lying. That motherfucker's cheating. Take my word.
But I was like, I'm not gonna be too finicky on it, and I ain't mind putting it together. But she did have a lot of toys that need to be put together. Now, I am glad that we didn't need a whole bunch of batteries, because that's another thing that fucked me up on her birthday. Almost all of her toys needed batteries. And I'm like, damn, do all these motherfucking toys need batteries? Like, seriously? Like, do we really need all these AA, AAA, and D batteries? Like, do we really need these motherfuckers? It was that bad. Like, bro, I was like, damn, like, why the fuck am I literally building like a Toy Story? Like, it was that much of toys. And I'm not complaining. I was just like, damn. I did not know all these toys had to be like battery proof.
Stupid ass niggas.
Well, not battery proof, just fucking batteries out the ass. And I'm like, damn, y'all niggas can't give nobody a break. Y'all want the niggas to blow money on toys and batteries, which I understand that fully because toys and batteries been tag team champions for like shit years. Because all the toys had to have batteries. Like you couldn't just buy a $40 toy and be like, oh shit, that's all I'm gonna get you for? Nah, I'm gonna get you for the whole another $15 for the batteries. Shit, batteries are not even $15 no more. If you want, cause let's be honest, if you want batteries, you might as well buy the 24 pack. So that can last you, because if not, you're just gonna be sitting on that bullshit ass 4-pack and it's gonna be gone 2 weeks, because you know how kids are. But definitely enjoyed the Christmas. Amaya loved every toy that she got, and my sister and my mom loved the gifts that I got for them. So I was glad that everybody enjoyed their gifts, and I was able to bring cheer to my family. But not only that, my niece Michaela, her birthday was on Christmas, so I definitely had to get her birthday gift, and I just gave her money because I don't know what a teenage girl wants, and she's probably the best person to know what she wants. And since I already got my nephew his cleats for his Christmas gift, he was good. He was fine. That nigga sleeps like a fucking log. Like as soon as I went to go to my dad's, they go visit him for Christmas, I went to go wake this nigga up. This nigga was not the fuck out. Like you could shot gun bullets in the room, and this nigga was not gonna wake up. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna leave this damn sleepy ass there. But the funny thing is that, yeah, I got a chance to hang out with my sister my oldest sister, Sorella, for the first time. And I never got a chance to really hang out with her because we really never had the time to actually hang out. But she gave me some amazing life advice that shit, I desperately needed. Because I've been needing a, what's that word? Life lesson and, what's that word? Damn it, it was the name, epiphany on some stuff in my life. And I was in basically the same stuff that Sorella said. Ashley, my baby sister, I'm just gonna say baby sister because I don't know where she at in the long line of sisters, but yeah, her and Ashley basically said the same thing to me, and it was to the degree of like, you're still young, focus on having fun in life and not be just the word, not focus on self, but well, actually, no, it was that focus on yourself and like, just like be happy, I guess, in every sense of the word. And I was like, yeah, like damn, like I ain't even never thought about it, and getting that from both sisters that never met, and they give me the exact same advice. It was really creepy because I'm like, damn, they never met, and they gave me the exact same fucking answer. Excuse me, what are the odds? But yeah, it was good hanging out with her. I never really got a chance to hang out with any of my sisters really outside of just like family gatherings. So it was good to spend time and get like some advice from her. But the gifts that I got from my stepmom, it was fucking amazing. It was a whole pajama suit with slides and gloves. Boy, when I tell you I'm wearing that pajama set right now, that shit is mad comfy. I was like really happy. Like I didn't expect to get a gift. I was like, damn, this is a nice little set. I'm gonna tell her next time I see it that I'm definitely wearing it just to wear it. Like I finally have a pajama set. Damn, what the fuck I said fat for? A pajama set that I could just wear out anywhere. That I could just chill out. Like, oh, just woke up in the morning, about to go get some cigars. Oop, just gonna get it. You don't have to put on like long pants. I already got long pants. But it was good to go see my dad and and family on his side, because I haven't really seen a lot of them in a while, and it was good. It was good hanging out with family. I never, like I said, since I ever get my license, I'm able to hang out with my family more and spend more time with family and friends. So I definitely enjoyed the time spent with family. And since my dad cooked, I definitely ran off with that chicken and turkey. I don't know what the fuck my dad be cooking in that turkey or his chicken, but it's definitely getting cooking. Every year, I don't know why. It's like every time he cooks for like a family gathering, it's that turkey just be fucking hitting. I don't know what he put in it, but I'm definitely gonna ask him next time I see him, because I'm definitely gonna like run off with some of that food, because that shit's not kinda, I am gonna run off with that food because that shit was fire. But yeah, Christmas was just really Christmas. I wish it snowed so it'd be more of a Christmassy kind of vibe, but it wasn't. So I wish it did. But other than that, the time leading up to New Year's, it was just normal, busy, heavy lifting work as normal. Nothing really popped off. Yeah, I really didn't do nothing for New Year's Eve except spend time with my family again. But New Year's Day, I definitely went up to go hang out with the boys and play Uno. I haven't seen them in a while, and it's been oh no, I damn sure forgot. Joe definitely came down for fucking New Year's from Atlanta or New York, and we pulled up on Bryant on New Year's Day. Yeah, I don't know why I forgot about that, but yeah. It was definitely fun linking up the guys. Like I said, we never really link up as always, because we're either working, spend time with our significant others, or in Joe's case, in Georgia. So whenever we link up, it's definitely a fun time. It's definitely a greatly appreciated time. So I fully enjoy it. But other than family time and taking in the Christmas vibe and the New Year's type of cheer, I do have a New Year's resolution. I'm not gonna say it, but just in case some floorballs happen. But I definitely have a goal in mind for this new year popping in. Last year, I got to the goal I wanted to, and that was driving. But this year, I have another 2 goals that I want to get done, at least 1.5. Well, 2.5. And if that happens before the end of the year, I definitely will be in or more leading position, not job wise, but mental New Year's resolution wise. So yeah, I'm definitely putting the pedal to the metal, figuratively and literally, on this. So who knows? Heaven forbid I keep my mind a swivel like I have to any fucking way. So yeah, that's definitely in the running of stuff coming up. So here's hoping that I definitely keep my head on straight, which I need to. So yeah, that's coming soon. But alongside New Year's resolutions, new Club Shay Shay or Shannon Sharp podcast episode dropped with Cat Williams, and it had the internet in an uproar. Well, hold on. Before I get to that, let me get to like another Twitter uproar happened before that that Cat Williams interview happened. Normally I'm on Twitter looking up different stuff on different like forums of like anime, manga, or music, or some random shit that's going on. And for some weird reason, it was like a slew of like Beyblade memes and stuff coming out. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Like, because like normally, like for the past days prior, it was a bunch of stuff saying, "Hey, you guys remember this?" or "Hey, you guys remember this show?" And like Beyblade came up, and people was like making fun of it. Well, not making fun. They were like making light of like these kids were playing with tops, and these tops had the power to change the world, or like change great calamities in the world, or part the sea like Moses did. And I was like, as a kid, I wasn't thinking about it, but now I'm like,
Open your mind!
them motherfuckers was playing with damn tops that did change the format of the fucking world. That shit is crazy, bro. Beyblade was fucking lit. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was like, I low-key had to go back and watch the new Beyblade because I wasn't fucking with the ball. Like, there was like Beyblades they had, but they were shooting at, it wasn't like the regular disc. They were like spin wheels. And I was like, nah, I'm not fucking with that. Not fucking with that. But going back and watching some of the new Beyblade, I was like, okay, I see where they were going. And I kind of see because some dude posted a video of this dude with a sword fighting off these monsters and stuff. And he was like, hey, this is the new Beyblade season. I'm like, nigga, this look like isekai anime power leveling shit. And I'm like, how the hell is this Beyblade when a nigga is just like fighting mythical beasts or whatever? But then in my head, I was like, that is Beyblade.
I do not know.
And after assessing that information, I was like, yeah, that's why Beyblade is probably really probably top 5 hardest kid shows at their age. Yeah, I can put it as top 5. I'll put it as top 5 in the top 5 because that show is really fucking wild.
True, and yeah, that's pretty true. That's true, and yeah, that's true.
But moving on to more serious topics. Well, I guess more. It's not serious. It's more thought-provoking topics. So, Cat Williams sat down with Shannon Sharp and did an interview with him, and after sitting down and watching it with my sister and then watching it again and then re-watching the clips that came out, because at first I just listened to the clips and it's like, I was like, that seems kind of weird, like Cat Williams would just go off like this. But going by and listening to it, at first I was like, maybe Cat Williams is probably wilding. Now with all the information that came out after that backs up some of the claims that he has, it's like, okay, he wasn't wilding. Now some parts of it it was like, it's not that believable. But the Steve Harvey parts of him taking that guy's joke, or Cedric did it too, and he was just basically going off saying that how he stayed on, he stood back, and not witness, but like assess the situations that most comedians put themselves in, whether it be good or bad. And for what he said, he didn't want to be a part of certain crews or cliques because they were basically taking advantage of the power and using it in the wrong way. And going over that, at first, like I said, I was just like, maybe Cat Williams was wilding, but there is proof that Steve Harvey did take the style and some jokes of another black comedian. I forgot his name, but come on.
That's okay. Take your time.
Mark Curlow's black sitcoms, family sitcoms, and yeah, I could after looking at some videos, I was like, yeah, he sort of took his flow a little bit, and there's some, and going back on some of the Cedric jokes, I don't know if, because the video that I saw with Cat Williams saying the exact same joke as Cedric Entertainer, I don't know what year that came out in, because they're both, the Cat Williams was super great, and I don't know what year that is. But after seeing this, it's like, damn, Cat Williams went everybody. He gave love to comedians and showed love to young comedians, and like spoke about his life and how his come up is. But he also went at the old comedians wearing women's dresses, not being and not being funny, unless they're making fun of women. And I think he went at Kevin Hart too for his. What was it? What was it? How he's just not funny. I believe he's just not a funny comedian. And he's like always trying to sell you stuff instead of like, yeah, he's just trying to sell you stuff with his comedy, not trying to like tell jokes. Now, with Cat Williams, when you say he wasn't trying to sell anything or promote nothing, I would say that was half that was a lie because he is going on tour, and not saying he did this for the tour. He could have done this for the tour, but I also feel like even if he didn't do it for the tour, like to give it more boost and more people, because now people are like saying, "Hey, I want to go to Cat Williams tour," and Cat Williams has done fine on tours. Like Cat Williams always done fine. Like that nigga is always on tour. Niggas love to go see him, but with you sitting down with Shannon Sharp and giving your interview and going off, not I won't say going off on people, but giving out truths and pointing out facts that was never given to the public, this is going to give people going to your show, because people going to be there, want to see you talk about this in your show and make jokes on it. So any of you didn't do this for your show, it did numbers for your show, if that makes sense. Because all truism aside, even if you were just standing on like, integrity, it still brought people to your show, and that's what people gotta understand. Even though that your truth will bring drama, and people love drama, even though they say they don't. So people love a mess. I don't know why. Even though like none of the stuff anybody refuted it.
You were wrong.
Well, I guess some people got some beef with it because some people have spoke out, but not like all. Like Steve Harvey ain't spoke out, or Cedric. But at this time, like these niggas are like almost 60. Like, what them niggas gotta come out and do like a whole what them shits people be doing, like addressing the nation or some shit like that, or the people. Like nigga, like I'm a 60 something year old country black guy. I do not give a fuck about what niggas talking about. I'm old. I ain't about that shit, so I ain't gonna address it. Cause nigga, who I ain't gonna talk. I don't be talking niggas. So I mean, I understand on both sides, because if Cat Williams was telling the truth, I mean, you could kind of see it if you look at like that Mike Curry's dude and Steve Harvey, the way they dress and shit like that. But and like I said, it was only that one Cedric joke that came up. I don't think there's been more. But it was like a bunch of stuff that like Cat was just talking about, like how in Friday After Next, when he was Money Mike and Terry Crews was in it, Terry Crews was supposed to like fuck Money Mike, and Cat Williams was like, nah, I ain't with that shit. I ain't with that shit. And I think Ice Cube came out and said that was not the case. He was capping on that one. So yeah. That's why I said, like, take things with a grain of salt what people say, because Cat Williams was also talking about how Michael was calling Chris Tucker Christmas, and he was asked Shannon Sharp, has a man ever gave you a nickname? And Shannon was like, no. He was like, see? Like, making a joke that's saying, like, Chris might be, like, on the down low. And he might be on the Epstein Island list shit too. And that's another thing too. That Epstein Island list, niggas is just putting niggas on it now. Like niggas just trying to put names on it. Like, oh, he might be on it. Oh, he might be on it. Like nigga, come on. Cat Williams, I don't think Epstein tried to get you to come. Like, let's be real. If he was going after people with like, hell, even like even comedians with power, you'd be like not last on the list. I say like mid on the list. And that's not saying that Cat Williams isn't funny, but on a long list of like people that bring to Epstein Island, I think Cat Williams is bottom on the list. And and even though I said mid of the list, he's like bottom list because I wouldn't bring that nigga anywhere because that nigga talks too much. And middle of the list because, and I guess in other people's eyes, he's a mid-tier character of a comedian, but he's not. He's a really good fucking comedian. Now, if people were saying Kevin Hart was funnier than Cat Williams, I was like, nah, Cat Williams has a lot of like one-liners that people still say to this day. And these are like old, like almost 20 years old one-liners. But that's why I was like, I don't think Chris Tucker's on the Epstein list, and I don't even think Cat Williams was asked to go to the Epstein. So I think that was Cap. So that's why I was trying to tell you guys, take what people say with a grain of salt ever so little, because sometimes people just be saying shit. They'll say the truth, and then they'll just like ramble on and say some bullshit. But I will also like to take this to say that you shouldn't judge people, because a lot of people have judged Cat Williams in the past for recent stuff that he's done or like stuff that he said, but he came out and addressed some things, like that lady that tried to get on him on that radio show and had her husband pull up on him with a gun. Apparently she's been talking down about comedians, black comedians at that, for a long while. And they wasn't supposed to talk about the whole court cases or nothing like that. It's supposed to be just by Cat, but she veered it off and went somewhere else. And we were sitting there judging him for being an asshole for going at her. But when we talked about it behind closed doors, hey, let's just talk about me. We won't talk about my cases. So that's why I was like, I didn't know that. I wasn't judging Cat Williams at all because he's a comedian. He's supposed to slay people. And if you make a joke on me, I'm gonna make a joke on you. Like, come on now, let's not be stupid. He was mad pussy for that. He couldn't come up with the hands, but he had the pistol on. So that's just like judging people is might be I mean, people still gonna judge you, but let's do it less than normal. But speaking on judges, a funny clip came out of a man on trial trying to get probation and not trying to go to jail, but the judge was like, sir, you showed your butt too many times. You have a long list of prior charges against you, so I'm going to have to give you some real punishment. And before this, he was giving her a whole speech about how he's a changed man, how he has mental problems, how he wants to do better. He just give him another chance. And then after she was about to give him his ruling, he said, nah, fuck that bitch, and jumped on her and started wailing on her. Boy, I was astonished because I was like, I ain't never seen no shit like this before in my life. This nigga jumped like Wolverine did in that video game. Like in the Wolverine Origins video game where he could just lunge at niggas. It was just like that. Bro, if he would have put his mind to something else besides doing bullshit, this nigga would have done great at athletics. That nigga leapt. Like, I'm talking about, he cleared the fucking judge thing and like just start wailing on her. And like the way the niggas that her security was wailing on nigga, it looked like they even like it was doing no damage because all you heard was And bro, I was dying laughing because it like zoomed in on one security guard, on one of the guards. That nigga was punching him. It looked like the punches were getting thrown so fucking weakly. It was like, and I'm like, damn, bro, you supposed to be putting foot to ass when you see the judge get attacked.
This ain't it, Chief.
And it was like a big ass commotion. So I was like, damn, man, she got her ass whooped. Like, it was like bad, bro. And I guess we had to figure out shit when next time he has to go to court, what's going to have to happen, because she whooped she got her ass whooped.
Got your ass whooped tonight.
I think they showed her face. It wasn't beat all up. I don't think her face was beat all up. I think it was the fact that he just leapt and she probably went into like a field state. But I don't know. That shit was wild.
Don't make unnecessary journeys. Don't take risks on treacherous roads.
But more on court cases. Well, yeah, Jonathan Mayers is still getting killed. Yeah, he is still getting killed by the court of public opinion because he did an interview with, I don't know if it was Gail or I think it was a white lady. I'm not going to go too hard on my mans, but it was just like, I see what he was trying to do, but it didn't go like, it didn't sound right. Because like he was trying to like, he used Coretta Scott King's name so much, it was just weird. I mean, I understand what he was trying to do, or I mean, what he was trying to say. Like, I need a rider. I need somebody who's going to stand beside me. But you could not say Coretta Scott King. Like, you could say, like, you could have said any other name, bro. Any other name. But you kept saying Coretta Scott King. And it was so bad, the internet made a meme of it, as they always do. They fucking put, what's my nigga from fucking, Fairy Tale, Wendy, and, was that? Fuck, I don't give a fuck about Fairy Tale. No, I'll just use another one. It was basically Luffy and Boa. Luffy and Boa from One Piece. That, like, Luffy's Martin Luther King and Boa is Coretta. Which that kind of does make sense because Luffy, a boss, is slavery and free. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, it was just, that was a weird thing that he did, and it was like, okay, bro, like, you already lost, but you didn't have to drop the interview, bro. Like, you could not have dropped the interview. We would have been 100% okay. Because now you just look wild instead of corny. Like, and that's another thing, too. I'd rather look wild than crazy. Because now you just sound like you on dope.
That's just prime.
But still on court cases. Epstein's lawsuit, the paperwork's out, and I didn't see all the names that were on it, and I definitely didn't like want to read out the names neither, because just because your name is on it doesn't mean you went. It's just like the names of the people he was sending the invites to. It's not the people who like 100% came. So like these people could have gotten them cars and didn't give a fuck about it. So again, we're still waiting for the court case to come out. We're still waiting for people to get 100% called out and named, because I think they put like Naomi Campbell on it, and Naomi Campbell never even been to Epstein Island. So that's not, yeah. So it's a whole kit and caboodle of bullshit. And until these cases come out 100%, we're still gonna be in the dark. So. Because I think that woman is still alive, that Gabby woman or something, whatever. She's still alive and running around. So I guess we gotta wait till she gives us the information to drop, as they would say. But out of the court cases, let's get into the music. But for music, a new West Side Gun and Conway album dropped, Hell and Nash 2. Now, and it's exclusively produced by The Alchemist. And I think I could sit back and say I like The Alchemist, but these were the most super, because I didn't get a chance to finish it. I think I got to, hold on.
Move this man!
I didn't finish it. It's 9 songs. The introduction was kind of Rey Mysterio was fire. Fork in the Pot was hard. And it was featuring Schoolboy Q. That was fucking fire. Michelangelo was fire. The ones I didn't get to is 94 Ghost Shit. Pete versus Andre. Fucking Get High. Judas and Hell and Ash 2. But from listening to this album so far, I still like West Side Gun on those like eerie beats. These super, super, super New York boom-basted beats was like, I still rock with it, but it was like,
This ain't it, Chief!
But I did become a big fan of Pink Panthers. Like when I mean like a ridiculous fan, like her music hits. I think I got like majority of her stuff that came out. Like I think I downloaded To Hell With It that came out 2 years ago. Shit's hard. I think I already said this too, because I think I already said I like Pink Panthers music because it reminded me of H&M. But now I'm like in the deep end. Like I'm in it. Like her music really goes. Like I was listening to it on the way driving from my dad's home, and I was like, this shit hit hard as fuck for no fucking reason. I just became a super big Panthers fan. Like I legit became a fan. Like she makes really good music, and the only reason I found out from it because niggas posted her was in a big ass thread on Twitter or X, and was just like saying, hey, vibe out to Pink Panthers music or do some dumb shit. And I was like, all right, let me listen to see what this shit is. And I was like, hold on now, hold up. This shit hit. Like when I mean hit, I mean hit. And I found a new artist called 4B. What is it called? 4 Bats. And that shit's hard. I think it's called Date at 8. Boy, come on, man. That shit hard. And like I think they dropped like a little, I won't say it was a music video. I think it was like a shooters only video, and it's just like AZ Productions, a guy who just puts a mic in the middle or in somewhere in the neighborhood or anywhere, and the guy or woman who's singing or rapping typically has like a offshoot background while singing or rapping a song. And it was basically a guy in a ski mask, or a whole bunch of dudes with ski masks on, and like they just throwing up gun fingers and other stuff. And I'm like, bro, this don't even like match the fucking song. Like he's talking about, I'll buy this girl, your hair costs $500, your nails cost $200, you look good in this dress. But in the video, it's a bunch of niggas with finger guns. Like, bro, come on now. Like you could at least put some hoes in it. Like, if the song's about hoes, put some hoes in it. If it's not about hoes, then don't put. Well, get like a couple hoes so it could be so niggas be like, oh shit, it's hoes in there. But other than that, man, like, try to match the song with the video, or if not even the music video. If you were just like doing like a little side video. Have your mans in it too, but Jesus, like it was really just like hood shit. I'm starting to listen to Lancey Fox. I didn't know who the fuck that was. I ain't gonna lie to you, until like it was that Sexy Red and Lancey Fox song. I was like, oh shit, that's who that is. I'm like, oh shit, okay, it makes sense. And Lil Tecca dropped a new song, Down With Me. Shit's hard as fuck for no reason at all. Like like I said, Lil Tecca, once he finds his own avenue, which he already has, as in like his lane as his own avenue, as in niggas is always gonna be like, oh shit, I gotta get Lil Tecca on this, or oh shit, let's not bite, but see what Lil Tecca did to get here, or somehow you just like use Lil Tecca's formula or format in a way that makes him look like, I won't say the OG, but as in like his pattern makes sense, and it's like a money making pattern. Like, oh shit, it's not just like a trickling up and down. It's like a gradually going up going a graph. Like on stocks, like when stocks go good, is just gradually going up like that. Instead of being depression, it's going not in depression.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
But I'm back on my Detroit flow shit. So I was privy to this Michigan mix that was suggested to me by YouTube, and I found a whole bunch of Detroit music that I definitely didn't know about, especially songs to albums that I had but never like finished because it was just like, I don't know. I love Detroit music, but like 20 songs of Detroit flow is like crazy. So I found Grind Hard E, Dog and Stick. I'm repeating, I'm saying Dog and Stick. That shit's hard as fuck. Like, it's legit hard. Crispy Life, Kid, Karate Buddy featuring Babytron, and In a Bag with Yachty, Rio, and RMC Mike. RNF with the Babytron RNF. Wayne 616 back in the lead featuring RTB, MB, and Skillet Baby. Oh, so Skillet Baby was on this. Okay, I'm tripping. I didn't even know. That's how much I don't listen to Skillet Baby, because I did not know anything was on the song at all.
Man, you stupid bitch.
Legendary Squad featuring Rio, YNJ, and Louis Ray. And that's another thing too. We gotta put more respect on YNJ, because he's like still dropping music, even though I won't say he's the worst in that Detroit mix. Low key, he's probably what? Yeah. I'll say this: YNJ made it popular to be in Detroit because he was the one who came out with the Coochie song, and then I guess made it to a meme, and then start like trickling down to Rio, RMC Mike, Crispy, and Babytron, and all them guys. And I'm not saying that those guys didn't work like YNJ, but YNJ's, I don't know, that Coochie's Scout song was just fucking hard, and it was hella memeable. So if it's hella memeable, niggas is really gonna just like run with it.
True, and yeah, that's pretty true. That's true, and yeah, that's true.
And memes is the quickest way to get people to like your stuff. Everybody loves a good meme. But I think other than that, I don't think nothing else crazy happened in music. I think, well, Kel's the is that the woman that was married to Nas? I think that she's promoting her farm life again. And I forgot how good she looked, even though this is not what this is about. But yeah, she's definitely going hard on her farming. And I think Waka Flocka is still doing his farming thing too. So yeah, if you're a farmer, shout out to you.
Can you dig that?
Oh, that's what I forgot. Playboy Carti has been dropping a lot more music way more often now. And it's weird too, because I never know Playboy Carti to drop 2 songs in less than 2 months. Normally he just drops normally he never even drops. Normally it's just like a snippet will come out, we'll never hear from him again for like another 2 years. Well, we got 2 songs from him and a possible third. So, hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, I like adult voice Carti. Now, even though I like it, Playboy Carti's op, Benji Bluebills, doesn't like it. And it's confusing me too, because I didn't know. Well, I knew Playboy Carti said, oh, I got ops. I put my op in the blunt. But now I'm like, this was the nigga that you had beef with? Because I think in his new song, one of his newer songs, he said, tell Benji to come outside. And I was like, I was listening to Benji Blue Bills, and I was like, oh, I ain't put two and two together. Now until I was like, oh shit, he talking about this nigga. Now I saw the diss that he did for that new Playboi Carti song, and it was weird because like he was at a table, he heard the song, told the dude to cut it off, smacked a whole bunch of drinks, lean and other shit off the table, went in the booth and rap. So I'm like, bro, you ain't have to do all that, but like you waste a whole bunch of weed, lean, and snacks for your fucking for your diss. And I'm like, dude, you don't have to like do that for the diss. Even though it was pretty funny. But I don't know, man. It wasn't that necessary for the diss. And I think that's it for music for this New Year's week, in a week after, I guess. So since there's no manga and anime, I'm just gonna there's no manga and anime that's coming out, and anime episodes that came out because of the Christmas and New Year break. Except for, there's news. We got Egghead starts in January 4th. No, it's January 5th. Yeah, it starts yesterday. Shit. Soul 11 started yesterday. Robotic, I think it's Metallic Rogue started yesterday. Kingdom season 6 is about to start. I think another map of anime starting soon. And I think that's it so far that I know. I think that's coming out. Yeah, I think that's it. That's coming out. So I don't know if anything other animes I'm probably missing that won't come out. So hopefully that happens. Manga wise, nothing's coming out until next week. I think I saw the spoilers for One Piece, but I think it was... Yeah, I did see the spoilers. Kuma smashed the dog shit out of... is going to smack the dog shit of Saturn, but we don't see it. So we probably won't see that officially translated or out with a new chapter till like the 16th or 14th. So be wary on that. I'm not going to take too much of you guys' time. I appreciate you guys listening to the first episode of the new year. Be ready for the next episode, and I appreciate you guys for listening, and I love you guys. C'est la vie. So I'm officially like the dumbest nigga ever. I totally forgot I didn't speak about Yu Yu Hakusho or Archer at all in the episode at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the whole new Yu Yu Hakusho live action. So
Basura.
Flat out, this is flat out straight up, and this is coming from the heart. If you haven't watched the anime or read the manga, you're fine. If you watched the anime and read the manga, this is probably the worst live action adaptation. Well, let me take that back. This is the fastest anime live action adaptation ever. Bro, they did 5 episodes. 5 episodes. Even with the 45 minutes they gave you in each episode, that's not even enough to get through almost nothing. Now, it starts off good. Now, it's not following the manga 100% because if they did that, they couldn't fit this in 5 episodes. So like they fused like a couple arcs together. So the arc where they Hiei, Kurama, Kuwabara, and Yusuke fight together and fight the 4 kings, that didn't happen. The training, the little fighting tournament to get the Genkai. That didn't happen. The doing good as a ghost to get the egg to become a human again, that didn't happen. And like they like push stuff into like mash it together. So like it starts off with basically them telling us that there's a hole in the middle of the city in Japan, and it connects to the demon world. Now we don't find that out until low key the end of the damn show, if you want to be real with you about that hole. But it starts off there, and it's just Yusuke being Yusuke, hanging out with Keiko, and they didn't do the skirt flip thing. Obviously, probably didn't want to be too of a pervert, so they showed him smoking, being an asshole, and like I don't know if this happened in manga or in the anime. I completely forgot, but like Yusuke helped this guy who was getting bullied. I don't remember that. That might be in the manga. They might have gotten that from it. Because in the manga, he did do a lot more helpful things than in the anime. So that might have been from the manga. So if that's in the manga, I'm probably forgetting. It's that rat Too Fast teacher from the anime he's in there too, but he's not. They didn't make him a rat face like they did in the anime, thank God. But he's still a fuck nigga. And what else after that? Do you see Kuwabara? And like, so I'm watching in English because I never watched Yu Hakusho in Japanese, so there's no point in me even trying to. Like, I had that thing where if I watch it in English, the chance of me watching and subbed is like completely 0 to none. But it, like Dragon Ball Super, it didn't come out with English until like years later, so there's no point in me waiting to see Ultra Instinct and dub 2 years later, where I can just watch it and sub and say fuck it.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
And so we see Kuwabara and his gang, and these niggas is getting the ass whooped. Like Yusuke whooped his ass worse than he did in the manga or in the anime, because you see freaking Kuwabara getting snuffed, and then he get like Yusuke did a fucking lunging double kick right in his face, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this ass whoop is worse than anything. I'm like, damn, this like the shit I talk about in the live adaptation is not dealing with anything other than the story. Everything besides the story is amazing. Like the choreography, great. Music, great. Actors, great. Music, great. Voice acting, great. Like, it's all good. It's just like they shouldn't have done it in this sort of like frames. Because when they get to the fight, that shit goes off. And the special effects goes off. The what's my nigga name? The Oni that Yusuke had to fight that was eating all the kids' souls, that nigga was ill. That nigga transformation looked ill. Like, all the shit looked ill. But let me get back on track. Fucking, what's that nigga name? Yeah, Kuwabara got his ass whooped way worse. And Yusuke's death was like way more gruesome than what it was. Like in the anime and the manga, he just got hit by the car and was like, done. And this adaptation, that nigga got ran over. Like, ran over. And it wasn't like in the live adaptation, they inherently put the Mazagana flies that was dealing with the four kings. They made it so that the flies turned the driver into a demon, and that was the reason why Yusuke got hit. It wasn't because the dude was drunk or not paying attention. They were trying to put it in two arcs together so it makes sense that Yusuke is dying, and for the plot of the story too. But like after Yusuke got killed, you see Botan. She's not flying on the broom because instead of flying, they use like some dimension warping ability and go to the afterlife. Now, yeah, I think no, this Botan was cute. She was cute. I'm tripping. She was mad cute. So we get to see Koima. Now, Koima is not a baby. He's a grown ass man. And I understand you can't have Koima. For what they were trying to put into this short amount of time, you can't have well, actually no, you just still have Koima as a baby, because Koima didn't become adult until the Dark Tournament, but we're gonna get to that in a second. Yeah, I guess you could have kept Koima as an adult, but the whole because it gets rid of the baby jokes and gags, and I guess they get I don't know, that was a little like I kind of did miss those like. He was made like he'll make a pacifier joke at Koima. It would be funny because when Koima becomes an adult, everybody's like, "Oh shit!" And I didn't watch the trailer to anything to this Yu Hakusho shit, so I didn't really know what was going on. I went in this 100% blind, which that's rare as fuck. Normally, I watch the trailer because I didn't want to watch it because when I saw the poster of Toguro and Bowie in them, I was like, and when they said 5 episodes, I was like, whoa, what are we doing over here? Because like this is I didn't have faith. I didn't have faith in the whole thing, but I had faith in everything but the pacing. That's the only thing. If it wasn't the pacing, this thing would be amazing. Like if they had it for like 10 episodes and did it like pseudo almost the exact same way, except you could cut out the Four Kings art. Like I already said, you could cut that out. But like you could have done this. Like if you done this in 10 episodes and did it for when they freed Hiei sisters and done it the exact same way, you guys could have done that. But you didn't. And I'm not trying to be a dick or anything. But after freaking Yusuke meets Koima and finds out that he has to be a spirit detective, he's like, nah, I don't want to be a spirit detective. Let me die. Nobody gives a fuck. And then you see the Keiko and Kuwabara scene. That shit still gets me, man. Like, I ain't think that scene was that like, oh man, that shit ain't gonna get me. I rewatched that scene in the anime. That shit hurt. That shit was crazy, bro. Kuwabara was like, bro, that shit hurt. Like, I'm tearing up now because that shit was rough. Because if the nigga you were just beefing with, like, you guys were like rivals. If you guys were like talking shit to whoever, and then the next thing you know, the nigga just died. Like, bro, I'd be pissed too. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, bro, come on now. Like, oh man, I'm tearing up now. I'm really am tearing up because that shit was rough. And Keiko didn't make it any better. Neither did Yusuke's mom or the kid. But they also highlight the fact that Yusuke is not a complete dick. He actually cares, but he's like too much of an asshole to show it. And they were showing it that he is a good guy faster than normal, and I appreciate that. So after we get to the whole like him not caring, he sees. So the way that in the anime is different from the manga, as the anime is different from the live action. Yusuke saves Keiko from the burning building indirectly, but and he still like doesn't live. In this one, he saves Koima. He saves Keiko and himself and gets his body back. But this is where it gets tricky. In the manga, there was never a demon that Kuwabara and his gang had to fight that started the fire. It was just the fire just got started. But Yusuke fought his first demon, used spirit gun without, and he learned spirit gun. No. He didn't learn spirit. Yeah, he did learn spirit gun for fucking Koima, because Koima taught the first spirit detective spirit gun. So yeah, he learned how to do spirit gun. Cool, beat the demon and got it done. Now this is episode 1. Episode 2 starts with Kurama, the Oni, and Hiei. Everybody looks cool. And now, mind you, I thought the voice actor for Yusuke was the same nigga that was Virgil and Ichigo. No. Nero and Ichigo. But it turns out Kurama's English voice actor in the live action is the guy who plays Broly, Ichigo, and Nero from Devil May Cry. And I was like, oh shit, that kind of makes sense. Now, all those interactions, except for the Hiei one, happen the exact same way. Which is really strangely funny how that happened. Now, I will put some highlight on the fight with the Oni that Yusuke did. That fight was legit. I don't know where Yusuke learned how to do this as a 17-year-old kid and fight like this, but that nigga put some work on it. Like, I was like, damn, Yusuke. Like, who the fuck were you fighting like this to be doing this? And like, he was putting the work on. I was like pleasantly surprised. And he beat him the exact same way. He shot him in the mouth with a spirit gun and killed him. So I was like, okay, I see what y'all doing. Like, they put money towards the choreography and the time to it. And I respect that, because a lot of niggas talk about Yu Hakusho's fighting scenes, and they're really good. Now, the only thing that changed was the Hiei scene. Now, while Yusuke and that whole spirit detector thing's going on, Toguro was introduced episode 2.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And now, for my people who watch the anime, you know introducing Toguro episode 2 is the most insane thing in the world.
Open your mind!
Because we also see the nigga that sponsors him in the Dark Tournament, which is insane. Because that whole side story of Yusuke's sponsor open up a world to the demon world, that's happening while Yusuke's doing his spirit detector shit. And while he's doing that demon world opening shit, the fat nigga that kidnapped Hiei's sister is doing his teardrop diamond shit. Which is like, bro, what the fuck is going on? Like, you guys got like so many arcs going on, and like so many episodes, and like episode 2 is ridiculous. The dude playing Toguro is great. The dude playing everybody playing the characters in this live action is great. Like, I'm like, even though I'm talking shit about it, I'm want to highlight that the actors did the motherfucking thing. The CGI on Toguro did a motherfucking thing. The demons that they fought did a motherfucking thing. Like, I have nothing negative to say. Like, the only thing, like I said, the only thing I have beef with was how the pacing. That's the only thing. And people may think that's a big part. Yes, that's a big part. But they could I feel like they could come back to this and rework it and still keep the choreography. But you gotta switch up the pacing and do something different. Or like expand it. Please. That's the only thing I have beef with. Don't shoot for low number episodes. You have to shoot for at least double digits. Don't do 14. Do 10. And I know niggas will be like, oh, One Piece did it 8. They quick pace some stuff, but they didn't quick pace it enough in too much where you can still understand what's going on. Because everything still happened. And they even added stuff that we didn't know. Even though it was a little bit, they still added. Now going back to the Yu Hakusho. Now, and spoiler alert, I didn't get to. I think I stopped at episode 4 because I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I'll get to it now. At episode 3 is when my mind started getting. No, episode 2 is because I started like kind of losing it because they introduced Genkai and the training arc, and I'm like, so we're skipping that whole tournament too. So okay, I felt that. I knew we were gonna do that too. So whatever. Kuwabara and Yusuke are training at the same time, which is I don't think happened. I think it no. I think no, they did do it because after that tournament, that's when the spirit sword and the shotgun app happened. So they're training together, and I don't know if this was a real thing too. Yusuke was more of a slacker than Kuwabara in the fighting world, in the fighting aspect, because it's like, okay, Kuwabara lacks the fighting prowess only because his determination is later revealed that he's going to go to college at the end of the story, which in hindsight I was like, it was as a kid, I was like, that's kind of dumb. I kind of wanted Kuwabara to be like a fighter, but it made sense because if you go back all the way to the fucking episode where Ratface told Kuwabara if you didn't pass this, you wasn't going to graduate or some shit. He put time and earnest into learning so he could get a better grade, and that was a good pretense to him going to college later in the series. Low key, him losing his powers in the final season was a big thing for me because that kind of told me, well, that kind of like led us to tell us that maybe Kuwabara was gonna be a normal guy and become a college guy, which I was fucking happy at the end too. I really was. Like I cried at the end of the Yu Yu Hakusho. That shit was sad. But back to the live adaptation. I'm veering off. Fucking Kuwabara has to swing a sword at a rock and slash it, and he's just been doing it for 3 days straight. Yusuke's doing his normal training and like using his spirit energy to stand on a pointed edge. He's not getting it. Genkai's like, you're an asshole, leave. If you want to be determined, come back. Yusuke looks at Kuwabara, hands bleeding and trying to like destroy a rock with a wooden sword. I think Kuwabara was on his last wooden sword and unlocked the spirit sword, which I was like, okay, we get to see him use it in the training, because in anime we just see him just use it when he fights the cat nigga. So it was good to see the evolution of Kuwabara in this form than ever, because it motivates Yusuke to get back in his training and take it more seriously. Now we see Hiei's sister, and Hiei's like I said, in the anime we didn't know that Hiei had a sister until like the dark well no. We knew it at the end of the arc where they fought the girl, but before that we didn't know. So now he's on the lookout to find his sister, and Kurama's helping him. So that whole scenario still happens where the guy who's holding her is like abusing her, like putting cigarettes on her so she could cry, and they can get like diamond tears out of her, because that's, for some weird reason, every time she cries it just becomes diamonds. Now I think Yusuke and Hiei linked up and fought, and Hiei clapped them and like was too fast for him. But that's why he went to go see Genkai, because he wasn't felt strong enough. But episode 4 is when I was like, all right, I'm done. I'm like 100% done. Them niggas had Yusuke, Kuwabara, Hiei, and Kurama fighting Bui, Toguro, younger Toguro, and the bomb nigga. I stopped watching. I stopped. I didn't even want to pick it back up. That whole fight. Let me put it in this scenario. That's like Goku on Earth before going to Planet Namek fighting Cell.
Sometimes I just want to know how your brain just goes to that.
Do you not know the power gap? Goku didn't even go Super Saiyan on before Planet Namek. So you're telling me Yusuke and Genkai died episode 3, and he got the Spirit Wave episode 2, which is like, bro, do you not know the niggas Yusuke had to fight before fighting Tagoro in the Dark Tournament? There's like at least 20 niggas. Yusuke fought 2 niggas about to fight Tagoro. 3. Including Kurama. 3 niggas to get nigga. I don't even know what happened. That's how bad it was. I didn't even want to watch it. That's how bad it was, bro. Like, it's like, bro, what the fuck did y'all do?
Now, isn't that just pride?
And like I said, I advise people, if you didn't read it or watch the anime, watch it and check it out. But if you did read the anime, watch the anime, not read the anime. Watch the anime, don't watch it. I'm sorry. And I guess this goes into like my next and final topic next and final topic. Freaking Archer's over. Like, Archer finished the season off, which I watched. It was bad sad watching it. But they dropped the final movie to end the series off with. I haven't checked that out yet. I'm going to. But I want to give a clap, little 21 gun salute to freaking Archer. That show has been in my life for like 10 years. And it's been the greatest ride probably over 10 years. And that shit's been the greatest ride ever. Like, every episode is diehard funny. It's a great show. I'm sad that it ended, but it had to, because like I said, people were passing away and the show ran off for like all these years. It's time for it to end. Because if you go too hard, too much, you can be messed. You could get bad. And when It's Sunny ends, I'm gonna cry too, because that's been in my life for well over 10 years. And I'm sad to see it go when it ends, but all good things must come to an end. So I'm gonna check out that Archer TV show, Archer movie, and give y'all a recap. But the final topic of today, and I know this is like, John Moran's back. And yeah, John Moran's back. So yeah, that happened. But hopefully he goes back shooting. That dude he was out for those games, and I'm glad that he's back. But yeah, this is the real ending now. I'm sorry that I forgot that, put that into the pod. But like I said before, c'est la vie. Peace.
Man, I'm outside too tight to start a fucking fight for nothing. Man, I'm outside in the street, nigga, what's up? Nigga, you bluffing. I'm tryna knock this nigga head off, give his ass concussion. Nigga ain't gon' be no one-on-one, hoe ain't gon' be touching. Throwing elbows, throwing punches, man, I stomp you in the gut. Nigga, if your ass get up, nigga, we gon' show you what's up. I need